Right, so let's create our controller for our AI. So it's new class. Sorry, I didn't think I did that too quick. Left click, new class, all classes, AI controller. That's what we want. Let's give it a name. We'll call this BTT task underscore AI controller. So not N, B, B for B. So yeah, let's let's create the class for that. BT task AI controller. Reload. That should give us. That was a bit too quick. Oh, there we are. So yeah. There's our class right there, our AI controller. So yeah, let's get into it, man. So you'll see that we have our header file just here and our CPP file here for our controllers. We'll first need to add a few things just here. So we'll start with adding a reference to the game character. That's the one I need there. So all of the AI and the main character will inherit from this class, so we can pretty much get the AI to go after any kind of sub-object that this class derives from in the blueprint, if you get what I mean. So we'll also add behavior tree stuff that we need. The behavior tree. Nothing there for IntelliSense, no. Trying to help me out. Okay, that's cool. Behavior. Oops. Behavior tree types. And dot header. We also need AI perception as well. So we're gonna, because that's what we're going to use to make the AI like chase other players or another AI. That'll be perception. Nothing there either. Perception AI with a capital P perception dot H. Right. What's wrong with this? AI perception. AI perception types. No? Why isn't? Oh, okay, fair enough. So yeah, we now need to add some class U objects. U for you and for me. So we'll start off with class U AI sense config, and the sense that we're going to use is sight, so our AI can see. We also need to add the U behavior tree component. Yeah, I think that's correct. And then also need to add the class U Blackboard. Oops. Blackboard component. Oopsie daisy. Can't multitask for the life of me, man. So yeah. So that's everything we need for that. So let's start adding some stuff in here. So the first thing we'll do is we'll fix this component. Sausage fingers strikes again. There we are. So yeah, we'll add our constructor just here, which will be this here. We'll slap that in there, Sometimes it does this for you, but sometimes it doesn't. That's okay. And then we'll add a few things for our event begin play and all that kind of stuff. Begin play, override, and then we also need a tick function. I don't often use tick. I prefer to use timers, but we definitely need it for this, for what we're going to implement in the next part. We tick delta time. We're basically going to get the AI to use inputs, not a whole lot, but just a little bit. There are some benefits to this because we're going to get a lot more realistic movement in combination with the pathfinding. If you do it right, it can turn out really cool. You'll get what I mean when we get to that. We also need to add the possessing. We need to possess the body of the AI with a on possess, on possess, and that will take in its parameters argument of a pawn. And we're going in the pawn, just like that. That will need a outside of its parameters override. So what this is going to do is basically make it so that on possess, this is basically going to make it so that we can possess the character itself. I've got a red line under that. It makes no sense. Why have we got a red line on possess? Well, it's not working. Oops, not and. We need a pointer to our pawn. There we are. So yeah. What else do we need? We also need we need to basically detect the character. So this will possess our character with basically like almost like the spirit in the body in it, the mind in the body. So who said programming wasn't spiritual? So we need a U function. It'll be void. It'll be character. Not all caps, for crying out loud. Void character detected. So this would be the character that we want to detect. In its parameters, it takes in arguments of a actor, the pointer to a actor, and then also for our AI stimulus, which will be detected. So why is it not working? Oh, forget our comma just there. So this is basically like detect stuff, isn't it? So it's kind of like, I think it's detecting a float vector for like your locations. There doesn't seem to be much information about how it works. Like for example, if I hover over actor, you get all that information. If you hover over pawn, get some information. Hover over this, nothing. So yeah, I mean that's how Unreal is, isn't it? Maybe later on they'll update that. So yeah, let's add some more stuff, man. So we'll declare a few private members for our behavior tree stuff that we need, and Blackboard stuff as well. Edit. So annoying. Edit defaults only, the blue, print, read, write, and then the category will be AI, of course. Category equals AI. And then we want to allow private access as well. Allow private access equals true. And then we need to add a T object pointer, which is an object pointer to like a U object, which is a U behavior tree object. So it'll be T object pointer. So shorten the word down. It'll be U behavior tree, and that will be to a behavior tree. Daisy. Behavior tree. Yeah. We can just copy this and stick that underneath just here. And we can just add on here component, because we need to add the component as well. That's it. We'll copy that again. This time we'll add the Blackboard component. Blackboard component. I'm going to change this to Blackboard component. Blackboard component. Then we need to add our AI component as well. Perception, sorry. Oopsie daisy, sorry. That'll be our U AI perception. Oh, is it perception? I forgot to spell perception then. AI perception component with the N in there, and then we also need, what should we call this? We'll call this AI perception component in it. AI perception component. Alright, so that looks good. We're nearly there. Now we need to add a reference to the class that we want to chase after. So this will be the actual character itself. We'll just paste this under here. We'll get rid of this because we're not going to use that. So this is like a subclass of a character. So that'll be T sub class of. And obviously we referenced this in the header file already. So this will be a game character. Give me game character. I can't see it. Oh, it's not. It's a game character. Sorry. A game character. That's the one. We need a game character. Now this will be the. I'll just call this other player, maybe. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't access the variables of the character from here using the subclass, because this is typically used for like projectiles and stuff, but it will tell the AI to go after this. So we can add multiple ones if we want the AI to go after like different kinds of characters in it. And then finally we need a T object pointer for our U AI perception component, and then we'll call that sensor sense config underscore sites. Then we'll just grab that, copy this, we'll slap that under there, bang. And this will be for our Blackboard data. New Blackboard data. What should we call that? We'll just call it Blackboard data. Blackboard data. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything we need for the controller header file. What we can do now is create some definitions for these in it. So right click over, create a definition. I'll do that in the header file for us. Create a definition for event begin play. Create a definition for tick. And create a definition for character detected. Right, yep. So that's pretty much everything we need for our header file. Let's go into oh, don't forget on possesses as well, so we can possess the character. Yeah. So that's everything there for the header file. Let's go into the CPP file and start writing some functions. Right. So in fact, you know what? We need to declare a few headers first. Actually, let's do that. Let's start with our behavior tree. Behavior tree. Behavior tree component. So add our Blackboard component again. Actually, no, we need the base as well. We'll add that as well. We'll add our behavior tree. Behavior tree. Blackboard component. We need that as well. We also need our game framework with our character movement component. Wonderful. We also need the Kismet library, which usually handles a lot of maths and stuff. Kismet, so I call these folders in it, and then gameplay statics. Wonderful. And then we'll add our runtime. Oopsie daisy. Runtime. That's another folder. We want engine. That's another folder. We want classes. We need our Kismet folder, and then gameplay statics. Yeah. And then we also need to add in our AI perception again. It'll be perception, AI perception component. Then we'll also add in perception AI sense config. Perception. It's not there. Is it sense? Not. I keep thinking it's sight. It's actually sense. No, it's not that we need. AI sense config. Oh, it's sight. Sense config sight. There we are. So yeah, that's all of the headers that we need. We have our Blackboard base as well, which we created. So yeah, let's add some stuff in the constructor now. Right, so we will create our behavior tree component. So let's create a default sub-object of a U behavior tree component. We'll call the component the tree. Alright, let's copy this down here 2 more times. This one will be our Blackboard. one. Blackboard component, that's not working. Come back to that in a sec. Blackboard. I sent a typo. Let's check the header files. Behavior tree, Blackboard tree component. Oopsie daisy. Let's fix that. Component. So make sure I ain't got any more typos. Any more typos. That should be site, not sites. No, that makes a difference. Yeah, that should be fine. Right, so we also need to create our AI perception as well. AI perception component for our AI perception component. Let's change the names of these as well, because if we leave them the same, we'll get a nasty error and crash, and maybe worse. That'll be a Blackboard, and this one will be perception. Yeah, wonderful. So yeah, let's declare our sites as well, our site config, create the object for that. So we'll go sense config equals create a default subobject of a UAI site config. We'll just give that a name of AI sites. Yeah. Got an error. What the hell's the error? Match operation. Oh, let me just check the header file. It's this. So let me just grab this. What I've done is I've, like an absolute silly billy, I have said that the sense config is the AI perception, or it's not. So we'll just change this out to that, to site. Wonderful, man. I do apologise for the mistakes. I tried to be perfect, but yeah, it just never works, does it? So yeah, let's carry on populating our constructor. Right, so let's finish off adding more stuff for our AI sense config. And that equals, we want to have a dot get, and go for our site radius equals 100. No, not 100. Site radius equals maybe 1000, probably better. 1000. Just copy this line, slap that under here. We need one for lose as well. We'll just keep that the same. We'll have one more just there. This will be for our peripheral vision angle in degrees, which can be maybe not 1000, maybe 100's fine. Yeah, unless you're a cat, you'll maybe 120. Then we'll set our max age. Set max age, and I think 5 seems to be the 5 seems to be the sweet spot for that. Then we need to add our auto success in range from last seen location. We'll set that to, let's say 400 maybe. Obviously these aren't set in stone, you can do what's best for you, innit? We'll also set up the AI affiliation. We won't be doing anything with this exactly, but maybe in the next AI series, definitely, which I'll do one probably where we don't use a Blackboard. That'd be cool. detect by affiliation, and that will be detect enemies equals true. We can just copy this line just here, slap it under there. So I mean, we're only going to be going after the actual specified character type or sub object of it. So any character that's the same of that sub object, it will go after in it. So from the BP that inherits from the character class, which I'll show you when we get to it. BP enemies, B detect friendlies, and B detect neutrals. Yeah, that's working. Okay. We also need to add our AI perception component that which will configure sense. Configure sense, that's what we need. And then we'll point that to our sense config. Oopsie daisy. Sense config. And then we'll also add our AI perception. I'll just copy this again and be extra lazy. Oh, I didn't do that. And we're going to set the AI perception to the dominant sense. That's a dominant sense. I'll just point that to get sense implementation. Right. Oops, wrong way around. Right, yeah, so that's pretty much everything we need for our constructor. We can carry on in event begin play now. Right, so let's set up our super begin play. Then we need to add our AI perception component dot get, and then silly mouse, man, sorry about that. Then add on target updated, and we'll say add dynamic. That'll be to, oh how annoying, get rid of that. Right, that'll be for this, which is the controller. AI controller, and it'll be character detected. Yeah. Right. Should do the job. Now we also need to run our behavior tree. So we'll first check that if it's valid. So obviously it's not going to be valid because the game's just starting. And that'll be for the behavior tree. That'll be dot get. We'll get the behavior tree. Lovely. And then we want to run the behavior tree on event begin play. Behavior tree dot get, there we are, and just add that in there. And we also the behavior tree component. Behavior tree component. Start tree, and then we'll point that to the behavior tree again. Say dot get. Right, so yeah, I think that's just about everything we need for the event begin play. In fact, you know what else we need to do as well? We need to set our character walk speed. So basically, when our character is patrolling, we want our character, our AI character that is, to basically walk. And then when they chase the player, then of course we want them to run in it. So this is just a matter of preference, but I feel like it makes sense to do that. So we'll just do a cast to our game character. So cast to our game character, pointed to, that's the actor, equals cast to a game character. Yeah. And we'll say get pawn. Yeah. So from here now we can access the character walk speed. So say actor, is it get character movement. So we're getting the character movement from the character class, and then we can set the walk speed, max walk speed, is it max walk speed, that's it. And then I think the sweet spot for that is going to be about, I think it's about 180, although this is just preference, so it's not really like a right or wrong answer, but that kind of looks like walking. So yeah, that's everything done in our event begin play. For our tick, I'll just add the super. We'll definitely add some stuff to this, not just yet, but we definitely will. That's our delta time. Yeah, now for our unpossesses, for possessing the actual AI. Right, so we'll add our super on possess on possess. That'll be in pawn, and then we need to check. We need to check if the key is valid. Not the key, sorry, the blackboard. So check, is it valid? Get that, the blackboard, and we need to check if the behavior tree is also valid as well. That'll be the behavior tree. Okay. Yeah, so if it's valid, then we can initialize the blackboard. Blackboard. Oopsie daisy. Blackboard will be initialize blackboard, and then let's point it to the behavior tree target, and that will be for the blackboard asset. Right, I think that's everything we need for the unpossessed thing. Yeah, so the last part we're going to do is the character detection part. I'll be back in a sec. Right, I'm back. So yeah, let's finish off implementing our functionality. So it'll be t sub sub class of a UAI sense. We'll call this detected actor, which equals to our UAI perception system. Get sense actor for class stimulus, and we'll just take in our parameters are actor and detected. Wonderful. So if detected was successfully sensed, then we want to do something. Yeah. We can say, so say if the detected actor equals to a sense here, and that'll be through sight. So if we're seeing the actor in a static class and actor get class, and then the class we're referring to is the other player, the one that the sub-object that we created in the header file. Right. So here we'll just create a few variables for our Blackboard. Blackboard component. First one we'll do is a bool. Set value as bool. We'll give this a name B for bool. B. That'll be character detection. Yeah. So normal name for a bool, and obviously it's true because this means we're seeing the actor character. Declare another variable, Blackboard component. Set this value as a vector. Set value as vector. That's a capital B. Set value as vector, and then we'll give this one a name of V for vector. Character location. Yeah, that makes sense. And we'll just pass in the detected and stimulus location, and then the last one will be an object component. Set value oopsie daisy, set value as object. So we'll say O for object, and then it will be character object, and then we'll just pass in our actor just there. So yeah, that's all the variables we need. Now we also need to take into account that if we're detecting the character, just like what we did in event begin play at the top, further up the screen. I will quickly go over everything before we compile anyway, so don't worry. We basically need a character to run if we detect the character, so we'll say a game character with a pointer to actor equals cast, and we're talking about a game character, someone there, a game character, say get pawn, that's what we want to get, yeah. There we are. Alright, that should be good. What we got? What's wrong? Actor, game character, cast. Oh, forgetting our parameters. There we are. So then, yeah. So we can act from here. We can access the character movement again. And we'll say get character movement. And then we'll set the max walk speed. Max walk speed to, I believe, to be, I think 500. Is it 500 or something like that? I think that's the max speed. I may be wrong about that, but you know, we can always change it. It's just a value, isn't it? So basically, once we detect the actor, then we'll start to run towards the other player, that being this character or the blueprint class that derives from this. So here we'll just say else. If we're not detecting the player, then we're going to go back to patrolling and just walk in at regular speed. We'll just copy this here, paste that in. Get rid of that, we don't need that. And we'll set this to false because obviously player detection is false. And we'll set our walk speed back to 180. So that is the default walk speed that we set in our begin play, just here. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but I'd probably have them both the same, whatever you set that to. I think that's it. We'll just check our header file. Oh, we need to also add a return for our behavior tree. Yeah. So let's do that, man. So that'd be t object pointer to the u behavior tree component. Oh, writing off, man, it's annoying. Then we'll say get behavior tree component. That's a const. So yeah, get behavior tree component. Create a definition for that. Create a definition. Right, let's compile. Oh, we've got an error, so that is blueprint read write should not be used on private members. Right, I'm back. So yeah, my apologies. I had to make some small changes just to the behavior tree and behavior tree component stuff. We had the edit defaults only, visible anywhere, all that kind of stuff just here. So it's literally only these I've changed. Now what I'll do, just so that works, I'll compile that again. I initially wanted to blame that on the upgrade to 5.4, but that was me, so my apologies. What we'll do now is we're in the directory of our game C++. On our content, we'll right click, create a new folder, and we'll call this AI. Right, so in this folder, we're already in it. We'll right click, go up to artificial intelligence and create a blackboard. Yeah. We'll also create a in our artificial intelligence a behavior tree as well, so on there. And then we'll go back into our C++ class, just here where our controller is, our BT task AI controller, not the base. What we'll do is we'll right click on here, create a blueprint class that derives from this class, and we'll just call this BP, short for blueprint, and then we will put that in the directory of our AI. Yeah. So for our behavior tree, the one we've just created, well, there's only one new behavior tree. We haven't really named that properly, have we? That's fine. We'll save that. We'll close this for now. So yeah, let's get to. We'll actually rename these first. Actually, we'll call this. We'll just call this behavior tree because that's exactly what it is. Behavior tree, and then Blackboard. Wonderful, man. So what we'll do now is we'll create some variables for this. So we'll get this working. So we'll open up our Blackboard. We'll add a few keys, starting with a bool, a vector, and also an object. Right. So let me make sure we set our object to an actor object. Just find it. Yeah, that's the one. We also need to rename all of these, and we'll give them the same name as we gave them in C++. So open Visual Studio, and for our bool, first one we need is the character detection. So we'll grab that. Let's go back into Unreal and just paste that in there. And we'll do the same for the vector. Grab this. Paste that in there. Just to make sure we have the same names. And then finally for the object key, we'll grab the last one. Back into Unreal, and then just paste that back in there. Right. Lovely. So that's that done. Save. We can close this down. Let's open up our behavior tree. And off our root, we'll drag a pin. We need a sequence selector. And off here, we'll drag off another pin. We'll have a sequence. And we need another sequence as well. So these will be our bools. So we'll just right click and we'll add a decorator, and that's our Blackboard based condition. We need to set that to the actual bool that we created as well. So just here, that's the one there, be character detection, and we'll do the same for this one. Obviously one being true and one being false. Add a decorator. Change it to our bool that we created. Alright, so off here we need a AI patrol for our vector. A move to. We want to move to a character location. Our character location, even though the name is a bit odd, it will work. And then a wait. So that'll be how long we wait in between each time that we patrol. We'll just change these to some, maybe 1 and 2. need a AI moves to the object itself, which will be the character object. Right, and off here we'll drag a rotate to that's the one. We could unplug this for now. We will use this though. We'll make use of that. And yep, save. And close that down. And then in our third person folder, blueprints, let's duplicate our actual character for our AI class. We'll just call this BP AI. Let's drag that out. So now I've got an AI character. Right, so in our search we need to find a nav mesh. So this will allow our AI character to be able to like walk around. So just drag that out. We obviously need to make this bigger to fill this area that we have here. So we'll just change some of these values. A bit bigger. Yep, that's wide enough. I think that, yeah, I mean that kind of fits. Let's have a look. Yeah, probably need to make it a bit higher up. So anywhere where the nav mesh volume covers, then the AI will be able to move within that area. Oops, let's put that back. Alright, let's grab our nav mesh again. And let's make it a bit taller. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do the job. That definitely covers the area. So back on our controller, our AI controller, we need to add our player, which is the main player character. That is the other player that we set in C++. We'll save all of that as well. Was that it? Oh yeah, let's open our AI class. Open the blueprint, and then in the search box we'll just type in controller, because we need to change the AI controller to the actual one that we created for it to work. Let's have a look. Let's compile. Let's press play. Hey, that works. Maybe I should move the AI, but yeah, that works. And that pretty much gives us the base that we need for the AI, which gives us the basic patrolling and the chasing as well, so that's pretty cool. In the next part of the series, we'll implement a simple weapon system. We'll program in the animations, and we'll also program in the AI strafing. So I'll see you over there. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Also, if for whatever reason things aren't working as well as they should, then definitely reach out to me. I'll do my best to help you out. The project files will be available to download, so check the description for that. And yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll see you over the next part.